Thank you for joining us at Grateful Gratitude with Lolo and Lexie. We are practicing gratitude girls that strive every day to recognize and celebrate our blessings. We are a mother and daughter that practice gratitude every day and put God in the center of our life. The only way to live a blessed and happy life is to be grateful. May you feel God's love and blessing each and every day.
All right, it's another episode of Grateful Gratitude. Lolo and Lexie, and today's topic is going to be
about, are you trying to fit in, or are you living your best life through God's will?
All right, fitting in. Mm-hmm. Fitting in is something that even adults have issues with. Oh,
yeah. It's almost impossible to not get caught up in it, especially with social media and TV and just everything, radio, anything that you hear and listen. You naturally compare yourself to others. And I think girls especially do this from a very, very young age. I just read something where it said that girls have their first thought about their body, whether they like their body or not, between the age 3 and 5.
Wow.
Which is insane. Which I remember being in first grade and, thinking I was too skinny and too short because the girl that was, I guess, popular, this was first grade, was taller and just, I don't know. But it's crazy to me to see that, and it's really sad because we need to not focus so much on trying to fit in, whether it's, in my situation, doing what all of the other moms are doing, or whether it's comparing yourself to who you see on TV or to your friends or what you see on social media. I know a big thing for me is all my friends are now graduated from college and seeing everyone do their own thing in life and whatnot. And you haven't seen them in a while, so you have no idea what their struggles are. You're only seeing the highlight reel of their life, And I've noticed that, like, once I've reunited with friends, I've seen that, we have a lot in common. We are all struggling with the same thing. And I think a big thing that Mom and I try to teach at these, like, teenage girl workshops that we do is that, believe it or not, like, I'm sure every girl has pretty much the same insecurities and think the same thing when they see another girl, as far as, like, when they walk in a room, whether they have confidence or not. Everyone's got those same insecurities. And if we would just be open to talk more and not be so cruel to each other, it'd be a much easier world to live in. And with that, everything here on earth doesn't matter for, we're going to live eternally in heaven if that's your goal. And if that should be your goal, and if it's not, or if it is, then there's much more important things to focus on. And those are the things that'll actually bring you happiness, not the trends or what everyone else is doing, which is really hard not to get caught up in.
It's almost impossible not to get caught up in that.
Especially with phones and everything being so, like, accessible and everything. You can't go anywhere. You can't even get on your phone without seeing something or that you may idolize or whatever.
Yeah, so you can't control that. You can't control what you see on your phone.
Right.
But you can definitely control how you react to it.
Yes, exactly. You can, which is hard. That's way easier said than done. But I always think making sure you have devoted time without your phone or without the TV or whatever it is that kind of triggers that, the more you just try to slowly kind of set that back and not have that in your life constantly, the more you'll be aware of the present and more willing to live a fulfilled life as God would want us to, whether helping others. Sorry, my baby's walking around and being crazy. But yeah, I just think it's important that we really focus on what is actually important, not and what will actually bring us happiness, not the little things that give us instant gratification. But we all suffer from it.
We do. Mm-hmm. And, from an early age, you suffer from it. And it's something that I think I've been very fortunate because I've never really cared about.
That's why I say sometimes is not always, but a lot of times I feel like every girl has this struggle where guys do to a point, but I'm sure it's just different, and it's not like I literally feel like I could say every girl has to deal with this. And so
I think you're probably right from all the women I've talked to, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Of course.
But I was talking to someone today about that and about how women specifically and girls are taught and programmed to have certain phases in their life. And it's, oh, she's so cute. Look how adorable she is. And then it's, does she have a boyfriend? And then it's, are you married?
Exactly.
And their identity is based on, their looks and their...
Not necessarily their accomplishments. It's gotten better, but it's not...
And their relationship status.
Exactly. Yeah.
Especially coming from other generations of women.
Right. Exactly.
On the relationship status because, probably with your age, it'd probably be like your great-grandmother's generation.
Yeah.
I know with me, it's like my grandmother's generation. The women are very interested in, does the granddaughter have a boyfriend? And is the granddaughter married? And she's supposed to have a boyfriend. She's supposed to be.
I've always been a girly girl like that was my thing, that I was like, always want to have a boyfriend. Oh, I always want to get married. I want to have babies, all that. But I can still aspire. What I didn't realize is I could still aspire for those things. But I have to remember deep down what else is going to make me happy and what other things do I want? Because yes, you can't base your happiness off of getting married. You're depending it on somebody, or having children, depending on another person. You got to find that through God, through God and through what makes you truly happy on the inside. And that's been a very big challenge for me over the years, once I've realized, like, okay, I got engaged, okay, cool, now I'm married, and okay, great, now I have a baby. And it's like, okay, no, it's great and I'm happy, but there needs to be more substance behind it, I think. And
you're right, you started this off. The substance is in eternity.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nothing down here.
None of this matters. Yeah.
And the sooner people understand that,
and it catches
the sooner
on,
they can go on and understand life and get life.
Exactly. And then you're just more happy. You're not so up and down. At least that's what I've noticed with myself.
And it's just, some people might call that a crutch, but it's just a fact. If you understand that what's down here just really doesn't matter, it makes living a whole lot easier.
Exactly.
And I used to do that in college with my friends. It would really bother them, but I was the one in the group that understood.
Yeah, you've told me about this.
10 years from now, this isn't going to matter.
Right. Well, I know with my anxiety and stuff, when things would bother me, it'd be the smallest things that I couldn't control when I'd get anxious. And so one of my things was, I know my husband would say this, but also my counselor said, no, this is important. Will this matter in 5 years? Will this matter in 10 years? And in the moment, it's so hard. It's like, I don't care. I feel bad now. But the more I would say that to myself, the more I was like, okay, stay grounded. It's okay, sort of thing.
Yeah, talk to someone today. We're talking about overreacting and tempers and getting angry.
Oh yeah, I struggle with that.
He was telling he's in the customer service industry. He basically runs an office, and people, when they call to complain, they want to go straight to the top. They want to talk to him. And he said, even if I'm not busy, I will not take the phone call.
Yeah.
And then I'll call the person back
when they're
in about an hour once they've cooled down.
That's true. That's actually a really good tactic, because you're not going to get anywhere when someone's just on fire like that.
No, and if you're on fire, you're not going to get anywhere either.
Exactly.
And people think that all the time, but they're wrong.
Yeah. Well, because they don't want to be walked on,
Exactly. All right, so what's the best piece of advice you can give to someone about this? If they leave here thinking one thing.
They need to remember, I learned this in Bible study, nothing can satisfy you here on earth fully satisfy you. The only thing that can fully satisfy you is the Lord, and when you're past this physical life.
Amen.
Yep.
How can people find you?
Okay. We have a Facebook group called Grateful Gratitude. We have an Instagram that's Grateful Gratitude 11. YouTube, that's Grateful Gratitude. And then the blog is gratefulgratitude.net.
All right. Super.
Perfect.
Until next time.
Thank you.